Hey guys, it's James and we're here at Emerald City Guitars. We're doing another pick of the day here for you. And today, I picked a really cool one, a really unique one made by Fender. In 1966, it's a Fender Bass 6. The Bass 6 is a really unique instrument in that it encapsulates a few of Fender's more famous models, the Jazz Bass, the Precision Bass, the Jazz Master, and the Jaguar. But this instrument definitely has its own unique sound. Now, the Bass 6 was first introduced to the market in 1961, and it went through some changes, as most models do. And we're just gonna go ahead and dive into some of the attributes of this instrument here. First and foremost, this instrument has been refinished, and there's indications of that underneath the pickguard. Actually, there's an undercoat of candy apple red. Now, it's really hard to pinpoint, almost impossible to pinpoint exactly when and where this refinish took place. And it's definitely difficult because the color black or the black refinish was the best color to use to cover up any mistakes. Could have been a refinish that took place in the factory where they were trying to cover up some blemishes or some mistakes, or it could have just happened anywhere, any time between now and back in '66. In this era of Bass 6, you're gonna have your floating bridge with the barrel saddles, your single coil pickups, 3-ply pickguard. Moving up the neck here, the neck date is actually May of 1963, and I know you're probably gonna think, oh, it must be a switched out neck, but actually it was really common to find a 1963 dated neck on a Bass 6 up until 1966. As you can see here, we have the clay dot inlays, and there's very few, and it's super rare to see some with the pearl inlays, and they almost just kind of go right into, with no transition at all, to the block inlays. So, a little factoid for you there. Of course, we have the rosewood fingerboard there, and going up to the headstock, we have a matching black headstock with the gold logo there, which looks great. Now, the Bass 6 may have been overshadowed by some of Fender's more popular bass models. It was definitely a favorite of some of the most notable and notorious bass players in rock and roll. Jack Bruce of Cream, George Harrison, John Lennon, and many more. Now, talking about the way this bass is actually tuned, it's not tuned like a baritone. It's actually tuned to E standard, but just a full octave down. You're gonna find a 30-inch scale length on this Bass 6, as well as a 7 1/4 fingerboard radius. I will say that this bass probably wouldn't be the most versatile bass or instrument in your arsenal, but I can say that there are certain times and certain moments in certain songs where this bass just fits in perfectly, and it's totally magic. Especially with that Jazz Master style tremolo system. You can bend notes in a really special way that you just can't do on your good old-fashioned precision bass. So this bass comes with the original case, which is in really good condition. And in just a second, I'm gonna have our good friend Dan Phelps run this Bass 6 through a 1965 Bassman head and matching cab. Take it away, Dan. All right, guys, there you have it. Today I chose a 1966 Fender Bass 6 and ran it through a 1965 Fender Bassman head and cab. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.